don't just sell, they belong. This episode is for you. Good evening and welcome to the She Leads India weekly podcast. I'm Dipti and today I'm joined by Apoorva Vikrant Kulkarni. Hi Apoorva, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much, Dipti. It's a pleasure to be here.
Super, it's a pleasure to have you.
Yes,
Because you
yes.
are someone who doesn't just study brands, but you study why people stay loyal to them. And this is the really interesting part that we want to discuss in today's podcast. So this podcast is for women entrepreneurs who are building real businesses, women who are doing really good work, showing up, learning with She Leads India, of course, and improving, obviously, but still feel like customers pause maybe a little too long before saying yes. So let me tell you a quick story, and this will all make sense. Think about a cafe in your neighborhood that you walk past, say, all the time. You know it's there, you've noticed it, you know it exists, but somehow you've never gone in. Then one day, a small chalkboard appears outside. No long menu, no discounts, it just says, quiet place, good coffee, no rush. And suddenly you see it, not because the cafe has changed, but because the message did. And that's what branding actually does. It doesn't shout louder, it just makes people pause, think, and enter. And for women entrepreneurs, this really matters, especially because when the experience that your brand promises isn't clear, people don't reject you outright, they just hesitate. They scroll past and they may choose something that feels a bit safer. And that's why today's episode matters. Before we begin, I'd like to take you through a little bit about the She Leads India platform. It's founded by Nikita Vora and it's a primarily a learning ecosystem where women entrepreneurs build skills in digital marketing, marketing technology, and AI to grow and scale their businesses, whether it's locally or globally. Let's roll the video. Just give it a sec.
Meet Priya.
Yeah.
She's a baker based in Pune. She has been doing this business since past 4 years, but still struggled to go beyond the first year. Is it because she lacked ability or she's not ambitious enough? No. She has tried everything. She's also consistent on Instagram. She has done paid marketing, tried Google review, but none of them seems to work for it. Is it because of her skill? Probably not. In India, we have 14 million women entrepreneurs. In fact, in Pune itself, we have 3 lakh women entrepreneurs. Every woman can resonate with this story. Hi, I am Nikita Vora, a digital marketing consultant and a trainer. Been in this field for more than 15 years now. I am founder of She Leads India. I have done my graduation from Christ University, FHS German University, and also I am an alum of IIM Ahmedabad. At She Leads India, we are trying to create a platform for women entrepreneurs to get an access to this marketing knowledge base where every week we have trainings where women can come online or offline to learn this marketing tools. We do group trainings, we have one-on-one consultation call, we identify marketing software which they can implement or adopt to scale their business. Our end goal is to help women entrepreneurs understand marketing, implement those marketing strategies and scale up their business. We are also featured and appreciated by various media houses. We had 2 flagship events in 2023 and 2024 where we also saw 200 plus women entrepreneurs coming in together to listen to our national trainers. We are the bridge to connect trainers, industry experts and marketing tools with this women entrepreneur. We have a community which is close to 40,000 women entrepreneur based in Pune. We created this platform understanding the logic that today also women associate their self-worth to their financial freedom, and unless they scale up their business, they are not going to achieve this financial freedom which they have dreamt of. We also want them to go one step beyond and create more opportunities for more women. If you are a women entrepreneur, please do join this community by clicking on the link below. Thank you.
Awesome. So that's a bit about SheLeads and why we are doing what we are doing. And to unpack this topic today, we will learn from Apoorva. I'll just a little bit introduce you, Apoorva, first, and then I'd like you to talk about it too. Apoorva's work spans teaching, mentoring, and doctoral research on cult brands and communities. So Apoorva, I would like you to talk to us about what you've been doing.
Yes. So thank you so much, Dipti, and the SheLeads team of SheLeads India team.
Our pleasure.
And I'm a big believer of what SheLeads India is doing for the startup ecosystem. Today, I brought very specific insights, I will say tonight, which especially talk about how to stop chasing customers and start building believers for your
Wonderful.
products or brand, I would say. And I'm excited to be here. And I am basically a core academician. I'm a full-time professor, and I mentor students, I mentor startups. I a couple of women founders as them scale up some of their businesses. So
Super.
that's it. I think I also research, as you rightly mentioned, I also research about cult brands, and that's my doctoral work too. So I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Oh, thank you for being here.
Yes.
Excited to get going. So let's start, shall we? I want to talk a little bit about the meaning and mindset behind branding, because we tend to go back to certain brands, without thinking twice. Okay. So from your research, maybe in your teaching experience, what creates that sense of comfort and loyalty?
I think this is more about the dil ya dimag wala story, that type of question probably. So, what builds loyalty? We have that one place we often go without comparing anything in the world. Probably, maybe our usual
Yes.
salon that we go, or the favorite cafe that we love, the kirana store around your corner near your home. That might be anything, and we don't analyze, we do know in such places, and we don't have to rethink twice, so we simply go. Why we simply go is because it feels familiar and
Yes.
safe going there. I think that is what brings brands to certain brands, I would say, which we go without thinking twice. It is exactly the same analogy. You feel comfortable, you feel safe, and then again and again. That is what it is, and I think that is where loyalty is also built, and loyalty is made up, there itself, wherein the kirana store uncle will probably say that milk, bread, and he will also say sugar khatam ho gaya hai na, so should I give you more sugar, so something like that.
Yes.
And then it is very comfortable, that somebody remembers you, somebody remembers what you need, and so on. So it begins emotionally, and then probably shifts the focus to being logical. That is what I feel
Right.
about brands. Yeah, yeah,
Heart and then mind.
yeah. Heart and then mind.
Excellent.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sense of familiarity and predictability. You know what you're going to get.
absolutely.
The person, like you said, may know you and what you might need,
Yes,
and you feel more relaxed. You don't have to
yes.
think too much. There's not
You
too
don't have
much
to think too
effort.
much. Yes, yes, yes. That's
Okay, okay. And also like loyalty is not accidental. There is a plan behind it by the other side as well, right? It's being shaped,
Yes.
whether the founders realize it or not. So
Yes.
that Kirana store man, he knows that
Absolutely.
when he
And
gets
I'll tell you
familiar.
something about brands also. I think people may say that they choose brands because of maybe the features, or maybe the functionalities or configurations, or the aesthetics and so on. But one thing remains in this, that is underlying here, is people continue with a brand because they feel it's easy. One, second, it's respectful, and I can always depend on that product or brand because I trust that brand so much.
Hmm.
So that is also there, and
Absolutely.
so that way I think brand quietly remove the stress of the decision making from your lives, and
Correct.
it becomes your by default. So by default, where will you go? The same kirana store again, or the same cafe again.
Huh.
You feel comfortable. So comfort comes from this
Yes.
predictability that you rightly put up. And when I know what I'm going to get when I get in there, how I'm going to be treated probably, and
Yes.
people will take the responsibility if at all something goes wrong, I feel relaxed
Also.
and I feel
Yes.
comfortable. And relaxed customers will probably stay longer with you in
Yes.
longer run. So that is what
Yeah.
I think
Super.
it's about brands, when you don't have to think twice about many things in life.
Yeah.
Brand. Yeah.
So from the other side, if you're thinking about the actual woman entrepreneur now, and they're building products, for example, and their product is excellent, but they struggle to build loyal customers.
Mhm.
From your experience, from what you've seen, what misunderstandings do they have about branding versus marketing when they're starting out or even halfway through?
Mm-hmm. I think marketing is more about selling the product,
Yes.
and branding is more of adding frills, flowers, and a decoration to your product or brand. So
Okay.
that is where the differentiation first has to be understood. And moreover, I also feel that consistency is something that has to be brought into your brands. You
Yes.
have to keep on doing things consistently. So maybe a quick Friday newsletter every Friday, people will remember you. They'll come back to you, and people will probably be loyal to you as well, right? So that's the basic difference
Yes.
between branding and I feel marketing. So marketing is people often rush and say, okay, we have to feel visible to the classes, and then they just rush
Mm.
the crowd, and then they get hit somewhere. So that is what the basic
Yes. They're
difference.
trying to they chase after the reach, don't they?
Yes,
Instead
yes,
of the
yes,
actual meaning
yes,
of the brand.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Very interesting. Like yeah, marketing is what we say, and probably the branding is what people remember about the brand
Absolutely, absolutely.
afterwards. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think brands do not live in logos, more in the language that you speak as company.
Yes.
I think as owner of the company, and also the everyday habits that you create for your customers. So many of the brands and products that we use, they become habit, right? And the more
Mhm.
habitual you are to a particular brand or a particular product, I think that is where the success of the company or the brand will lie in.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And going back to that reach and visibility, I mean, I think this is quite important because a lot of founders think that, they have a visibility, we need to be visible, right? But
Mhm.
actually, they haven't really created their own identity first.
True. True.
So they may be out there, but the whole message is not coherent
Yes,
yet.
yes. And I see most women entrepreneurs, they build genuinely good products and services.
Yes.
When where they struggle is probably more of the effort. Is not the effort. Sorry, it is more of the direction that they have to take their efforts into. And the thing
Hmm.
in this process is that they rush more towards the visibility, and visibility through maybe ads, maybe through posts, some offers, some quick discounts, and so on. And this all creates noise rather than the
Yes.
visibility, even for the customer and for the company as well, right? So even before
Yes.
becoming dependable as a brand or a company, it is more about being visible, being everywhere, and then just talking about this is me, this is me, this is me kind of stuff. So I see so many
Hmm.
founders get exhausted in this process because they are trying to be everywhere, and they think that this is what visibility they're creating for their brands. So that is what
Yes.
happens basically.
Yeah, and that was actually one of my next questions about consistency.
Yeah.
You spoke about that already, especially on
Hmm.
social media. Um,
Yeah.
there has to be consistency, but not too much. So, what is meaningful consistency without pushing people into burnout?
Yeah, I think uh, visibility or being consistent on social media is one thing. You have to be there on social media, try out everything everywhere, like every post,
Yeah.
or maybe talk about everything that in this entire world. But visibility is more on social media, which is where you should try and build your and ask and tell the people that this is what we are and this is what we do, etc. See, we have to remember one thing, that people don't remember who shouted first. So even if you are there on social media and say this is me, please see me, so people don't remember that. It's very short lived thing, so they remember who
Mm, yes.
stayed consistent there for a longer period of time. So wanting to
Mm,
be there on social media can be a very, very lucrative option. But what matters more is they should be able to depend and again rely on us when they think about our brand, our company, and come back.
yes.
So,
Yes.
so that is
There's a big
where
difference
it.
between showing up and showing off.
Yes,
That
yes, yes,
because I
absolutely.
just thought of that when you said this is me, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
exactly not what people are supposed to be
Yes,
doing.
yes, yes. So
Yeah.
people remember, you if you appear suddenly from somewhere, but they forget you also very fast. So you have to
Right.
be consistent enough, okay? And loyalty will grow quietly over time. It is not some and bring in a very viral, quick campaign and people will remember you. How many viral campaigns you and me remember?
Right.
So any viral campaign that any social media or even television for that matter, the basic level of medium. How
Hmm.
many of us actually remember those campaigns? We don't. We remember only what sticks to our heart, what we use, what we
Mm-hmm.
find reliability in. That is how it is. So,
Yeah. Well, that's funny you
so
should
the
say
promotion
that.
is not about, yeah,
Carry on. Sorry.
yes. Yeah, no, no. So that is what I was coming to. So that promotion is fine. It's absolutely great, right? And what experience you bring in to the people for them to remember for,
Hmm.
so that they will be more attentive and they will return to what you posted or what you spoke about. That matters a lot, according to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just remembering the
Yeah,
ads from IDEA from a few years ago about the emotional
yeah,
connect. It's got
yes,
nothing to do with actual calling. It was to do with like family members and friends, and there were lots of stories. The storytelling that they did
absolutely,
at that time was so amazing. I used to look forward to seeing those ads.
yes, yes, yes. And see, this visibility that we are talking about on social media also, now nowadays it's social media, so we are probably talking about it. It will bring the
Hmm.
customer once, right? But if you are there on social media consistently through a period of time, I
Hmm.
think that is what will build up the loyalty over time, and people will stay on social media, off
Absolutely.
social media as well. That's just the here.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Super. Let's talk about community then. You speak a lot about community and
Yes.
belonging in brand building. So how can women
Yes.
entrepreneurs actually like purposefully build identity led or the cult brands that you talk about, even if their business
Yes.
is small? Where would they start? How would they do this?
Yes. So um, since I'm a professor, I will probably start with a analogy from my classroom.
Yeah,
So
lovely.
my students, often it's been 21 years that I've been teaching, and my students do not say it is her subject, or it is Apoorva ma'am's class, etc. So it is always that they say our ma'am, right? So I think
Oh,
that
so sweet.
our that they say is the biggest compliment, for a teacher like me, any brand. So outside the classroom, for any brand, the ultimate goal
Yeah,
is that people should say it is our brand, or it is my brand, or it is my product, something like that. So community is where the brand actually begins, right?
Hmm.
Now in case of cult brand, the researching often is more about the community is where the brand actually starts itself flourishing. So it's less of the company's efforts, and it's more of the customers who start building that brand and making it big. And
Interesting.
the interesting part here is that many businesses often focus more on selling the product, right? And that is where cult brands stand differently, where they say it is not always about revenues, it is not always about profits, but if you want to build strong brands, you have to look at belonging, and that belonging comes from the customers who use that brand. So that community is where that belonging will be set up for you, and the focus from the organization to the customer. It's that easy, basically, about community, right?
That's
So
a real win
that
when
is
that
all.
happens. Yeah, it's not just a
Yes,
follow
yes,
account on a WhatsApp group. It's a shared belief rather than
yes. Shared belief.
what benefits that you
Absolutely.
get. Yes,
Yes.
yes. And
So
actually,
my
smaller
research on,
brands.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead,
Please
go
carry
ahead, go ahead.
on.
No, so my research, I was just adding to the cult brand thing. So my research
Yes.
on cult brands is also says that cult brands are not created by big marketing budgets. You set aside a budget and say, tomorrow I want to create a cult
Ah.
brand. It doesn't happen that way. They are created when customers for your brands, they stop being buyers for your brands, and they start becoming believers of your brand, and they feel that
Hmm.
this is my brand, this is what I etc. And it doesn't need a scale as such, it just needs an basic intention to make people
Hmm.
feel seen and safe at the same time, and that brand should create, that is what community will create for the brand,
Wonderful.
basically.
Wonderful. And
Yeah.
would you agree that like people think that, oh, my brand is too small, it's too small, but actually smaller brands can build that community or cult level faster than bigger brands? What do you think?
um yes, absolutely. I think everything we should start small. We need not go big, run away immediately. Even a small women-led, since we are you people are more into women entrepreneurship and start ecosystem. Even so, a small
Yes.
women-led business can build a community. The three basic simple things I would advise: remember the people that you connect to, respond on
Yes.
time to those people, and maybe create a kind of a co-creation or a shared meaning for the brand. So for example, I like some product, and there's a WhatsApp business group on the about that product, and then I go and talk about it, saying that thank you so much, I like this product, this is good, this is nice. And
Yeah.
then somebody else goes and
Advocating.
buys the product. Yeah, so that's the co-creation that happens through such medium. So that will work. Why not? Why go always for
Yes.
discounts and always for sharing discounts and saying this is what the price drops and etc.? Not required. A co-creation will work best for
Right.
you, probably, even for a small business for that matter.
Wow. Yeah. It takes a
Yes,
lot of inspiration to get that kind of
absolutely.
connection and advocacy from
Yes,
customers in
yes,
that
yes,
sense. And it
yes,
happens. I've seen it in SHELeads as well, in SHELeads India. that even our members go out and get more members because it's
Yeah, that is what
just they
community
enjoy
building.
it.
This is what community building
They're
is all
learning,
about.
yeah, community,
Yeah.
yeah,
So the
sense of
brand is their identity now. She Leads is their identity, and it is not simply a
yes,
tick on the shopping list, but it becomes their identity. And so women build businesses, but very few women will probably be looking at communities which will build the businesses
mm,
on their own tomorrow.
right,
That
organically, yeah,
yes,
perfect,
yes,
yeah, interesting. That's something to really aspire to.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about AI now. You teach
Sure.
students. You teach students who use AI and digital tools very naturally. Obviously, they're students, so it's all easy for them. Do you think that these women-led businesses? I mean, do they get too overwhelmed? In your
Um,
experience?
our university actually has an AI ethics in AI policy, so to say. And
Okay.
we have AI embedded in our assignments, somewhere in examinations, many a times in our open book tests. And the over reliance of AI is what is taken care of when we have a policy in place, basically. And
Hmm.
in reality, if you ask me, it is difficult to get students away, stay away from AI and then make them work in the classrooms. But I think we should look at AI as more of a dream tuition teacher, who will help you explain everything, anything again and again, 10 times, 100 times, without scolding you at all. So it doesn't
Yeah,
scold you,
without
it doesn't
scolding
get
you.
tired
Well,
at all.
you can tell it
Yeah,
to scold you also.
absolutely.
I've been
And there are
scolded
no
by it.
judgments passed. Being a teacher, I'll tell you that I always tend to, pass judgments about students sometimes in the classrooms because somebody's late to the class and so on. It happens, not about
Hmm.
out of habit, but sometimes out of situation. So AI will never give you judgments, right? It will say, yes, this is what it is. Keep asking me and I'll keep answering. So full support
Right.
and full guidance from AI. That is what AI is doing, especially in my
Yes.
setting in the education field, I would say. And
Yes.
I think assignments embedded with AI is a very good method to not run away from AI, but to stay with AI and look at it as not a replacement. It is more of a
No.
support that AI is going to extend to you. And I think that is the
Yes.
same which MarTech will also do to women entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs in general, because MarTech is
Yes.
more of AI embedded into marketing with a lot of technologies that sit on top of
Correct.
it. It is an invisible personal assistant that will never say probably "ये कल करते हैं, आज bore हो गया." It will never happen.
Yeah.
The MarTech
It's a
thing.
great team member.
So that market says, yeah, it remembers everything. It reminds you, it follows up, it writes emails for you, it records, it remembers everything, and it doesn't get tired at all. So we should leverage,
Yeah.
the AI thing
We should
that.
leverage it. That's what we're going from feeling fearful of it to some kind of curiosity for, especially for women who have not really handled technology much yet. It's such a requirement,
Yes,
but you can't rely on it completely. You can't take away your creativity and
yes,
your top level big picture thinking,
absolutely.
but you can outsource it to the logistics and operations and you know data and finding patterns and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
So
perfectly,
what I'm trying
perfectly.
to say is to women is that don't be scared.
No, there's no need to be scared.
Yeah.
And see what happens many a
No.
times. We have a lot of things as women in general, not as entrepreneurs also, but as women, we tend to have a lot
Yeah.
of things in our head, just bugged up in our heads. And so is the case with our businesses also. So there are clients, there are meetings, follow-ups, payments you have to remember, messages, whom to reply, content ideas, designs. So many things that we keep on, putting into our heads. So when someone says use MarTech as an enabler, we always feel, oh God, another burden, another AI tool. But
Huh.
in reality, it is not so. I think MarTech will make things much easier for you, and you should welcome it as a good enabler, a good support system, and make use of it the best way possible.
Right, right. And it's true also that some women may feel that they really cannot handle it, right? Technology, right? So then, but keep the importance of it at the forefront of your mind and may outsource the work, but don't just leave it, because
Yeah.
going forward, it's
Yes.
probably the be all and end all of
Yes.
getting your product or service out there.
Absolutely. I think MarTech are more of those systems, which will put structure business.
Process,
And
yes.
yeah, it will make you before you act professionally doing. They actually make you look professional the moment you say MarTech is a part of my, business somewhere. So yes,
Yes.
women can absolutely make use of these tools, not to complicate their lives, but to simplify rather. Because when
Yes.
systems like these, MarTech systems like these, they start carrying your mental load. It offloads a lot of pressure on you, and it quietly shifts your focus from energy into unnecessary chaos to maybe leading your firm, taking good decisions, looking forward to visions
Correct.
and plans ahead, and things like that. So that is how
Yeah.
AI
Kind of
will
like
help
think
you.
of it like, yeah, not a burden but freedom, I think.
Absolutely freedom, absolutely
Yes.
freedom for you.
Yeah. So from what you're seeing right now, in terms of AI tools or digital marketing channels or platforms, whatever you want to go into, you can decide.
Yeah.
Which ones are creating the biggest or the real impact, and which ones do you think are, like, as you said earlier, creating noise?
Uh, I think real impact today comes from tools that will reduce your efforts and add more clarity to what you are doing in your businesses. So, if we talk about digital tools, since we are talking about digital tools, they will help you to remember clients, follow up timetables, track conversations, manage content. I mean, as simple tool as WhatsApp Business will help you to segregate your groups into different set of people. It will help you to remember certain things, make sure that you have quick replies, or understand what is working for your business. No, this is impact that will be created when people know that you remember them for whatever reasons, right? And
Yes.
in case of tools, I feel it is, if a tool is too flashy with dashboards, trends, giving you too much of pressure about the benchmarks and the standards that are there in your industry, I think it is going to add chaos. So don't go with them.
Yes.
I always tell startup founders, choose tools that will add calm and peace to your life and not add to your chaos, basically. And
Yes.
AI has
Right.
quietly changed the way we have started looking at businesses, and it is also changing slowly. The landscape is also changing with how women entrepreneurs look at work nowadays. So
Yes.
again, my classroom analogy is, it's a gentle co-pilot. The co-pilot thing that we use very often in MS Office these
Yeah.
days. It
Yeah.
helps you to plan, write emails, design, schedule, analyze dashboards, uh, anything. And there's no fatigue because it takes care of everything. So women
Yeah.
entrepreneurs should look at it as a co-pilot that is sitting next to you, helping you, drive that
Yes.
plane for you. That is all.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I
Yeah.
think what people should not do is run after everything that's coming out and
Absolutely.
diluting
Absolutely. So
diluting the
it is,
energy.
yeah, it is more of slowly learning about how to work lighter and as well as be smarter with the stuff that you are
Yes.
doing, right? So basic analytics, Instagram analytics, right? Google analytics, just to understand how the trend is going. I think that will tell you who replies to your posts very often, or planning your posts, scheduling them well in advance, So basic analysis is there. So this will
Absolutely.
structure up. Some CRM tools might structure up for your businesses. You can probably also look at scheduling. You can look at WhatsApp business like tools. I think noise, on the other hand, since we're talking about chaos versus clarity, noise is not chasing every platform that comes, trying out everything. Let me see what works for my business.
Yes.
That creates chaos for you as well as the world outside. And
Yes, absolutely.
going into just the trend, just because you want to automate, everybody is going to into agentic AI, everybody is going into AI, let me also do it. That is simply going to add pressure. That is simply going to add to the
Yeah.
confusion. Constant pressure will be there, constant comparisons will be there. I think that's noise. It is not going to get you anywhere.
It's not going to get, it's like copying the formats, but the context is completely different,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
instead
perfect.
of trying everything, go into fewer things but much deeper.
Perfect.
So as you said, the analytics and everything, learn all that deeper into the ones that you, maybe two, three, or four that you choose.
Perfect, perfect. So in my classroom, I always tell my students, see, when you come to my class, it is not about that I'm going to finish the syllabus. It is never about finishing the syllabus for me. It is more about how the students feel that they are capable of learning. They will learn in my classes, they will feel seen, heard, and that is how it works. And this is prediction, this is predictability that we're talking about, which students know that if this is the class I'm getting into, Apoorva ma'am's class, then probably I will be seen, I will be heard, I will definitely learn something out of this particular class. And this comfort level will build the trust, and the student will come back next time to me. And that is the exact analogy that
Absolutely.
use for businesses as well. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Wonderful.
yes.
Good. We have some nice insights. Last question I have is, how do you see all this happening or changing over the next 2, 3 years? What do you think we should expect?
Uh, the next 2 3 years, I feel it is more of adding structure to your businesses now with the national agenda, I would say, of the startup ecosystem, the way it is driving up. I remember one case. I worked with one of the women entrepreneur, and she was running a home-based baking business, right? Dear friend,
Okay.
yeah. And she
Nice.
had
Okay.
many repeat customers, right? And but everything was in her head, and we spoke about how we put everything in our heads. And she used to forget ordered what, and just keep it on WhatsApp, and then say, okay, this is an order, that is an order, and so on. Also payments and all, she started forgetting, and then when the load increased, she started missing out follow-ups and all that.
Right.
A simple thing that I helped her to put up was use your WhatsApp, put it into WhatsApp business system, put labels, put reminders. That's it. Nothing complicated,
Nothing
right?
complicated.
Just a simple software which is readily available to us. Within a month, she came back to me saying, "I feel really comfortable for the first time since I started
Wow.
this business, and my customers are responding faster because they know that they will, definitely get that order that they have placed." And what changed for her? If you ask me, what changed for her? Her product never changed, right?
No.
Her quality, how she delivers the product never changed. She just put a structure in place. And I think that is what is coming up in the next 2 3 years for our businesses also, where
Okay.
we are going to put structure to our businesses through this MarTech tools that have boomed up, and finding the right mix, the best orchestration for you, is what will work. So the
Fabulous.
real power is more into simple digital systems rather than many systems together at
Yeah.
once. And you have to find out that best simple digital system mix probably for your business.
Super. So much insight. Ladies, if you're watching, if this episode has made you rethink branding beyond just the regular content, the campaigns and all, share it. Share it with another founder who is building something meaningful. And Apoorva, I want to say a big thank you because Your really in-depth experience and insight has been really great. It's been a pleasure to have you on our podcast today, and we hope to catch up again soon as well.
Absolutely. This was a wonderful experience, and thank you so much, the She Leads team. And I keep on following a lot of things with She Leads, the community, the posts that you keep on, doing, the
Nudging.
event that I
Yes.
attended some time back. Yeah. So thank you, and I'm a big fan of both Nikita and you as co-founders of
So sweet.
She Leads and Women Entrepreneurs. And I keep on resonating the same wherever I can meet women entrepreneurs. Thank you so much for having me here. It was great and
Absolute
sharing my
pleasure.
experience.
Yeah,
And
even having you as a mentor for us for the Empower Her,
yes,
that was also
yes,
super cool.
yes.
So thank you so much
That
for
was
that.
a very nice experience.
Yes.
Absolutely. So I look forward to different associations in different forms again.
Yes,
And thank you so much
absolutely.
for this opportunity as well. Thank you, Dipti. It was pleasure, absolute
Lovely.
pleasure.
Thank
Yes,
you. And
yes.
ladies,
Thanks a
remember,
lot. Yes,
ladies, remember, brands don't go just because they're seen. They're there because they are felt. Okay.
yes.
This is Dipti Divekar signing off until next Thursday's podcast with She Leads India. Thank you so much. Keep watching, keep learning, and good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.